Well, yeah, but incredibly frustrating afternoon once again.
Yeah, you can say that again. Losing the game by 2 set pieces. That's of course very harsh. We need to do better. First one, of course, free kick, they can always kick it in, but in the situation before that, should have dealt better with that. To not concede. And well, he takes it good. It's a great goal, of course. But not to have against you, of course, when somebody scores like that. After that, and to be honest, the first 10 minutes we didn't start well. We kept it. We played it slow. Too slow the first 10 minutes, kept it in our own half, and then we spoke about before the game. Okay, we want to go forward straight away, and we want to press them on their half. Play these balls in behind, especially from the beginning, and eventually you get time to play and do your own thing. We didn't do that, and then you can see that one goal that you need to get back into the game. Luckily for us, it happened. With a good kick from Shawnee as well, and then Liam, I think it was, he scored. Then you get the equaliser, then you can see something happening in the team as well. They're a bit more confidence, I think, going forward as well. Having a bit of that spark in going forward, in pushing forward, being aggressive, and then eventually in second half as well, we create a couple of opportunities as well to score ourselves or to be a threat going forward. But then again from a set piece, they score, and then that makes it very difficult to get back into the game.
When it is a couple of set pieces, that becomes very, especially frustrating, really, because it's hard to really legislate for that, isn't it?
Yeah, you talk about what and you show and how they are taking their set pieces, what we need to do, how you need to defend, etc. But still they, and it's not only Norwich, it happened against Millwall as well. From a corner kick, you can see the goal like that, which can't happen, which you need to do better. And because if you concede goals like this, and I always call it like easy goals, you make it very difficult for yourself to win games or get back into the game.
It's obviously you in the dressing room with the players, and it's important really that everyone looks around at each other and keeps being confident in each other, keeps trusting each other, and tries to ride the way through this.
Yeah, everybody knows what we can do, but and we've shown that last season. But we know as well, and we spoke about this during this season as well in pre-season, that we need to step up because other teams, because of the strength of the league, better teams in the league than last season, I think. So you need to step up in making it difficult for the opposition. So we're working on that. Everybody knows that. Of course, there's confidence, but of course, there's a lot of disappointment as well, because you want to win your games, you don't want to lose your games, and it's. I think that's normal. It's not only for us; it's for everybody within the club. But we're staying positive. We need what we need to work on, and you always need to try to improve. And sometimes in training session you can say, okay, that's how we want it to be. That's how it happens at times, and that looks great. But when you play your games in the league, the things are not going exactly the same as how it goes in the training session, though. So players need to adjust and need to realise that, and they are realising that, to be honest. So they need to step up, and we need to stick together and work hard, and eventually the results will come.
And of course, we've got a couple of training sessions in the next couple of weeks, in preparation for the next game. We've got this international break, which I'm sure is going to be a very, very important time for you and for the players. Yeah,
it's going to be very important, but it's also a break that a lot of players are gone. With the national team, so not the whole team is complete. Certain players might have a couple of injuries, so we need to take care of them as well. So of course, the other group that's still in, going to work hard with them, going to turn with them, and what we want to see from them, what we need to improve eventually. And that's how we always work. That's what we're always trying to do. But of course, going into this international break, with a negative feeling is not the best of times.
But you mentioned there the players coming back from injury. With that injury list keeps sort of building again. So hopefully, by the time we get back in a couple of weeks' time, there'll be players like John Swift, we've had injured. George Evans has been unavailable. Jan Kermigan's not had from the start of the season. No. So there's a big injury list, and hopefully we'll be a bit closer for each of those players.
Yeah, we're always looking for these players to come back as quick as they can. But you can't force it. Sometimes you can't risk it, because otherwise they're out again for a very long time. But we're working on that to get them back. Because you mentioned them all. They're all quality players, but they need to. First, gain their conditional part. They need to improve in that. Because sometimes when you train, it feels quite okay. But if you train or play a game, it's a bit different, to be honest.